back, man. Vision Podcast, where we talk vision, talk culture, and we just talk, life, man. And we laugh, we kick it. You know what I mean?
And we argue.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't argue.
No, you yell.
You debate?
You just yell.
I
man.
debate aggressively.
Yeah, very aggressively, man.
Thank you.
All right, man. You gonna apologize to me for last week, man?
Oh
Never.
wow! Oh wow!
I'm never gonna apologize.
Oh wow! Are you? Is that how we're starting?
That's how we started. I
Do
said
I
never.
owe you an apology?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, Shani.
Oh,
I'm sorry. You
accept
pissed
it.
me off, though.
No, no,
Well, my
no,
apology.
no.
I'm sorry. Man.
Yeah, you said you looked at me first up.
You my best.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Nah, but today, man,
Slow.
man, we gonna have a serious conversation today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna
Much
talk
needed.
about we're gonna talk about our community and all that, man. I got special guests, man. I reached out to, man. I wanted him to come up. I've been watching everything he's doing on social media and everything like that. And I remember him back in the day. He was a different kind of dude, but now he
Oh wow.
he transitioned. You know what I mean? And
We old.
yeah. But now, he doing a lot of positive things, man. I told him I wanted to be a part of making a difference, man, having him come up here and shedding some light, because I need to be educated on some things, too, because, I'm out in Wheatfield. So, you know what I mean?
He don't even count. First of all, he don't even count.
So, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still Buffalo, man. Come on, man.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still
Fighting
Buffalo.
littering tickets. And all
Yeah, so I got my man Buck here, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Glad to have you here, bro.
Thanks for having
Yeah,
me.
word.
Sure.
Welcome to the Vision
Welcome, bro.
Podcast.
Welcome,
Word,
for sure.
word. How was your weekend, man?
Busy. I mean, but yeah, I had to wear the bills because I didn't get to
Thank
last
you.
week,
Yo.
Thank
know what
you.
I'm saying?
Thank
So we
you,
2-0.
Shaq.
You know what I'm
Thank you.
saying? Respect us. You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
I'm not even about to do it
Listen, hold
today,
on.
man.
Don't hate on my light either. Yeah. I'm like that. I'm like that with the bills. You feel me?
I
Yes, sir.
feel you, man. I feel y'all happy because y'all beat the Buffalo Vets yesterday?
Nah, we happy because we beat Baltimore. Baltimore number one team in the league. I'm sorry.
I mean, listen, man, the Jets is horrible, man.
No, I'm talking about Baltimore.
I'm talking about that game because everybody had their Buffalo pride on yesterday. Y'all beat, they horrible.
We had our
man.
pride
So
on
what?
when
They
we
won?
beat Baltimore.
All right, man.
You mad?
I'm not. Nah,
What's your
that's
team
wrong.
again?
They lost, man. Don't
No,
even-
I'm
All
sorry.
right,
What's your
man,
team
come on.
again?
Not today, man. We just
What's your
apologized.
team? I know, but what's your team again?
KC.
All right, bro.
But,
0-2?
Yeah, we 0-2, man.
right,
And I
good
ain't feeling
job.
good about it, man. I ain't feeling good about it. How was your weekend?
so I went to see Dreamgirls.
Yeah, you was telling me.
It
How was that?
It was so good.
Shout out to my boys, man. That's that band's from here. Shout out to Tone and them.
Oh, for real? It was so good. Like, from top to bottom. It started on time. It was like 3 hours. But it was so good. It was like, I see a lot of off-Broadway stuff.
Okay.
And it was like off-Broadway worthy or
So
Broadway
it was like
worthy.
that.
Like, it was great.
All right.
They've
I
been
know
rehearsing
how
for
you like to
months.
throw sauce on stuff. So was it really good?
No,
when
it
you
was
throwing
really
sauce?
good. And this girl I know, Becky, her son was one of the leads in it.
Okay.
And he did so good. So it was just an amazing show. And then I went on Saturday to see Bill Bellamy. And
Was he funny?
it was so funny.
Bill funny, though.
But I'd never seen him like live, like stand up.
Live, he even better
like,
live to
you
me.
know, so
Okay.
it was so funny.
All right,
It
I'm
was
off
really
you.
funny.
I'm off you because you like to throw sauce on everything's
I
just so
don't.
amazing.
It-
That's why
I
we got
don't.
into it last week. You told me
Because
tell
just
the truth.
because you lame as hell and you don't like, the stuff that I like don't mean that
because I
I
don't
throw
like what
sauce
you-
on stuff. It doesn't mean I throw sauce on
You don't
stuff.
even like what you like.
I
though.
do
That's
like
it.
what
That's
I
why
like.
we got into it
I
last
like
week.
what
You
I
don't
like.
like what you
I
like.
like what I like, and you're mad that I
Yo, she
won't
do
conform.
stuff like this. She'll do all this and
that
off
I
camera
won't-
she be like, yo, that was
I
really,
won't conform
it was trash.
to your
I-
nonsense. Okay, it
All right,
is
man.
what it is.
I'm not even gonna do it.
How was your weekend?
I'm off you. I'm talking about
How was your weekend?
It was amazing. We'll
Yeah.
talk about me later.
You
I'm about
did-
to ask
you
Buck
did
how his
nothing.
weekend was. I'm
You
off
did
you.
nothing.
How was your weekend,
Welcome
bro?
to the Vision Podcast.
The weekend was good. It was busy.
Yeah,
A lot of phone calls, a lot of
Yeah.
text messages, a lot of inboxes.
that's what's up.
It was cool.
Yeah, my weekend was cool. And then we got to shout out Q.
Shout out to Q.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out because he lost his brother,
Yeah,
man.
shout
You know
out
what I
Q.
mean? So we went to it on the memorial for his brother, and that was pretty dope, man. He was real happy to see us, man. He'll be back soon. You know what I'm saying? That's our young boy that be on here, man. He lost his brother. You know what I'm saying? He found his brother dead like a couple weeks ago, man. So, yeah, he going through it right now, man. So just know you know what I mean? Our hearts is with you, man. We love you, man.
That's a
Want
fact.
you back, you know what I mean?
Definitely in our prayers,
Doors
man.
open whenever you're ready, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, let's Mill, how was your weekend, bro? I know was you in Paris? Nah, you do.
Venezuela?
No. I was here this weekend. Saturday. I slept for about a good part of the day, which I don't never sleep during the day. I don't never take naps or anything, but I was like really tired. But I ended up going to, Deco just reopened, so I went to their grand opening, and then yesterday I I went back to Deco again because I was DJing for Kenny Cutts for his birthday party.
Okay,
You know what I mean? So I did that for a little bit, hopped on the boat for a little bit, and just.
I like how you just breezed on that. Hopped on the boat, huh, man? It must be nice to be rich, huh, man?
I don't know nothing about that, bro.
All right, man. Well, so I don't know how many episodes you was able to catch, man, but like here, we like to just go back to like, you know, the beginning of what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? And like what formed the vision for what you're doing. So, that man, for those who don't know, man, just give us a little history of like what got you to this point of like, you know, saying, speaking out about the community and trying to provoke some change, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. Well, you know, we look at our condition. You know, I look at our condition.
Yeah.
You know, growing up where we grew up, where I grew up at, and I see the transition of, you know, my friends and cousins and family.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've been tricked. We was tricked young. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We in and out of penitentiary, how many funerals we done been to as kids, and then coaching Little League football for 15, 16 years. I coached the 13-year-olds, and I watched them, you know, grow older and grow older.
Yeah.
And some of them in jail for the rest of their life. Some of them not here anymore.
Yeah.
And, you know, I had personal relationship with these kids. I used to pick them up, feed them,
Yeah.
you know. So just looking at the condition of our community, I had to, and me learning
Yeah.
what I was learning,
Right.
you know, early. And I just wanted to share it, you know,
Yeah.
with the community, with the youth. And I really think we have to step and get the younger generation. Because like I was telling you off camera,
Yeah.
us as in our age bracket,
Yeah.
we condition.
Yeah.
Stuck in our ways.
Yeah.
We don't want to see. We got blinders on. We
Yeah.
don't want to see.
Right.
So just seeing the condition of the community, seeing the condition of our people, going through what, you know, what I went through with
Yeah.
my friends, and still going through what I'm going through with my, you know, it's
Yeah.
just like a revolving door, the next
Right.
man up. You understand what I'm saying? You go
Yeah.
to prison, you go to jail, then you just see the next people like it's a football team.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback go down, next man up.
Mm-hmm.
For what?
Yeah.
For what? We can't keep operating like that.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a mental illness to me.
Yeah.
Because we know the problems, we know what we need to do, but we don't want to change.
Yeah.
We want to constantly keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and we getting the same results.
Yeah.
So what's that called? Insanity.
Definitely
That's a
insanity.
fact.
So that's a mental issue.
Yeah.
We have a mental issue in our community,
That's a fact.
but we know what we need to do, but we don't want to do
I
it.
don't want to do it.
But
Yeah.
everything that I talk about, you know, financial literacy, I put these things in motion.
Yeah.
I'm not just talking. I
Right.
put these things in motion.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Open up business. I got, you know, passive income. Nobody taught me. You know, I went to work. My mother got me out the streets early. I started working at Ford Motor Company. I retire in 2027. That's 30 years.
Yeah.
what's up.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's dope.
So passive income, you know, nobody told me, yo, earn income. You're not supposed to spend that money. You're supposed to invest that money.
Mm-hmm.
Get passive income. Then you buy boats, houses, and toys and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Nobody told us that. They just told us go to work or
Yeah.
get your money how you get your money, and then, you know, spend it.
Yeah. Right.
And what was we taught in the community? To gamble, not to invest.
Right.
We just gambled. Everything was a gamble
Yeah.
without investing,
Yeah. Yeah.
because we want to see a quick turnaround. We can't wait 5 years, 6 years. We can't even wait a year,
Yeah.
a couple months.
Yeah.
We want that quick flip
Yeah.
because of the culture they changed, the movies, the music,
That's a
what we
fact.
see on TV. And it was all a trick. We was
Yeah.
tricked. And people don't want to realize that we was tricked.
Yeah.
And we're still being tricked.
That's a
We're still
fact.
being tricked.
That's a fact. I was telling Aunt, we was kicking out, I was saying like, yo, they just found, cause you know, black people, we love to say, you know, oh yeah, you know, we're not enslaved anymore. It's a different kind of slavery. We still enslaved, man. They just found a different way to do it. It's mental.
It's mental slavery.
It's mental.
Absolutely.
And I told Aunt, I was like, yo, it really started for me when I look at how we was in the 70s and, you know, we was all together and things of that nature. I feel like the man sat back and saw, we can't allow them to, you know, they got all this unity. They you know, they together. So what they do, man? They put that crack in the neighborhoods, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we never bounced back from that. That was
Not
the
at all.
biggest bomb ever. You know what I'm saying? That took daddies out the house. That had mama out here wild, and that destroyed. And then it had, you know, you put this source that now the have-nots can have. Now it's just gonna make
It's a
the
rat race.
conditions the way they are. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's sad, man, because every day I you know, and I hate to say it, you know what I'm saying, but once I, got a little paper, whatever the case may be, and I started having kids and my sons, I knew how raw I grew up and the things that I saw. I was like, I don't want that. So I got out. But it's just like even moving out to where I'm at, it's different kind of problems out there that now my kids is faced with, because then now they go to school and they the only.
Diversity.
There's no diversity. Right. So now we got different kind of problems. Yeah. It ain't the same, dodging bullets and things that we was dealing with, but it's a whole nother thing. So now my son come home and he beating up white kids. Somebody that called him, what I mean? Called him an N-word, told him to go back to the jungle, whatever the case may be.
Now, did he face that yet?
Yeah. That was last year. So he good, but he going back to that school.
Oh yeah.
So now he looked at as the thug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's not that. And I told the lady, when we sat down and talked, I said, listen, you got to understand something. My son' life is a lot different than these kids. I said, first he come here, he don't see a lot of people that look like him. Plus, my wife, she passed away in 2020 from cancer, so he lost his mother. So he got, he got a little extra, hurt on him. You know what I'm saying? And, he 250, he's 6'2", play football, strong dude. Like, you want to leave him alone. Now, dude, like, $150 wet, calling him a nigga, you really want to play that game? So, it wasn't funny, but it was funny. Right. So when I come there, she's showing me, she's like, Mr. Robinson, you got to just look how Logan just manhandled this kid, right? So my son, he like me, he got, he real slick and slide. So he walking up the hallway, rocking the dude to sleep. I see the play before it happened, So he just walking, laughing, with joking with his man. He seen him do in the peripheral, jump right on him, cornered him, and just went ham on him. And I'm sitting there like, yo, what you want me to do? So he said the dude threw a ball at him in gym class in the nose. He asked, he said, yo, did you do that on purpose or was it an accident? He said, dude called him a bitch. Okay. So I ain't gonna do nothing here. Wait till after school, nigga. And that's what happened. So I said, at the end of the day, I said, yo, people gotta watch what they say to certain people. Like, yo, he here to get an education. He ain't here to be dealing with that. And then you gotta, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I told her, I was like, yo, I told my son, if anybody disrespect you, knock the memories out their head. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what my parents, if somebody put their hands on you, they disrespect you, you can't allow that. Because now, if now he call you a nigga, now they, you know what I'm saying? You gotta let people know, so now he up against that. So it's a whole different.
Did you think about that before going to Wheatfield?
You know what? I didn't. I really, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been out there for some time, like 20-something years now. So when I first moved out there, it was just about, I just wanted to get out. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted, you know what I'm saying? That's how you think. You're a big house, your swimming pool, you're not really thinking all the ins and outs. Because they young at the time. So I'm not thinking about what high school going to be like, you know what I'm saying? But then until they in it. But see, my older son high school experience wasn't like that. Because TJ, he was a quiet dude, he was a basketball star, so they catered to him. My son has a little bit more of me. Like, he's brash, you know what I'm saying? He's just it's funny how, you can have two kids and they both have totally different personalities. My oldest son, I don't know where he's just quiet, super smart, nothing like me. My youngest is different. You know what I'm saying? He got that chip on his shoulder. So, I didn't think about it. I should have though. But, that's the thing about the hood, because it's like, I tell people, I was like, out there, you can leave your door open. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. But you can't do that in the hood. It'd be a whole other family in your
Why you think it's okay to leave your door open around a bunch of white people?
I mean,
it's safe?
It's just always been that way. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's because you're around halves. I ain't around, you know what I'm saying? The dude, the next door to me got just as much.
They might not want anything
But I'm going to tell you this, though, and this is real. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm going to say this, though. The only time I've ever had, like, beef or interaction negatively is with my own race. Since I've been out there for 20 years, them people done treated me kind. They come, you know what I'm saying, when my wife passed away, the whole community flooded my house with food and all that. You know what I'm saying? When my when the snow come, my dude do snow removal, he'll come do my drive. Like, it's been nothing but love. But every negative interaction I ever had in my life was somebody that looked like me.
When I grew up on Byron, we used to leave our door open all the time.
So in life, how when you think about bad interactions you had with people and altercations, has it been with a lot of whites, or?
It's been with anybody. It's like I don't just. It don't be just with black people.
Okay.
It don't be just with
my
black people.
experience has been pleasant out there.
And the thing is, like, we had a community on Birdwood, so everybody knew everybody. We can go to
Yeah.
everybody's house. If we wanted some food, we can go in everybody's refrigerator and get some food. Like,
Yeah.
it was a community. So I don't look at like the hood like
Nah, don't.
like
But don't.
that.
I'm not gonna sit up here and play like the hood wasn't. I don't have no dope memories and stuff like that. It was. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely. It was definitely a source of love and things of that nature. It was a different time.
But
You know
my
what I mean?
thing is like when I hear like I just wanted to move out of the hood to give my kids a better life, so I moved to Wheatfield.
I'ma
Not
tell you-
saying you
no,
personally,
but I'ma tell you that.
But I'm just saying like
I
move
hopped
to
on the bandwagon because I thought that was the thing to do because I saw other people do it. You know what I'm saying? When they got some change, they got out. Because I guess you kind of got the stigma if you stick around with some change, here come the niggas.
Why you didn't go to North Buffalo?
I don't know. I just, it was really wifey. You know what I'm saying? Wifey at the time. She saw, you know what I'm saying? And she, she was always trying to just elevate. You know what I'm saying? And that we thought elevating was moving away from us.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that that's right, but that's the mindset we had. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, I came up with a just a few things for us to kick it about or whatever. But first, I wanted to ask y'all opinion on like how do we get the pride back and the dignity back with us? Like, what you think?
You
is
answer that first.
Yeah.
Want me to answer first? Well, we got to look at the man in the mirror first, and we got to work on him.
Yeah.
And then with our family, and then we got to get this unity thing together.
Yeah.
We get this unity thing together, we able to move mountains.
Yeah.
We got to get that hate out.
Yeah.
The naysayers and, everybody that has those distractions.
Right.
So you got to work on yourself first, right? You got to fix yourself first.
Facts.
And then you can go out, and then you can try to help and fix the community.
Yeah.
You're not going to save the world, but let's start with the community first.
Yeah.
Do you think that's realistic right now?
I believe it can happen.
Here in Buffalo, I'm talking about. Not
Yes.
like in the world, like here.
Yes,
Locally.
I believe it can happen. With like-minded people, Buffalo is a monkey see, monkey do town.
Mm-hmm.
So once you start doing something, it catch on. Everybody else want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm just even talking about business like
That's
you know,
true.
medical cabs. Everybody want a medical cab. Collection AC. Everybody want a collection AC.
Yeah.
It's a monkey see, monkey do
I remember when
town.
CNA was like a gang. To be a CNA.
You see what I'm saying?
Word.
So it can be contagious. We got to just keep it out there, no matter who like it.
Yeah.
No matter, just keep throwing it in their face, because eventually it's gonna catch on.
Word.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Right, but you don't want like something like microwavable. You want something that's sustainable.
right. So that's why we got to be consistent in what we're doing. We have to be consistent, even if it's only a few. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just a few. But we have to change that mindset.
Yeah.
We have to. We at some point we have to change. We have to evolve.
Yeah.
Like back in the '90s, you know how it was, man. We had fun.
Yeah.
But as men and women, as we got older, we evolved.
Yeah.
We didn't do the things that we did back then. Some of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We evolved as men, we evolved as women, and you have to stay consistent in what you're doing.
Yeah.
Consistency in business, consistency in life. You know what I mean? You got to really look in the mirror in the morning and say,
Yeah.
yo, this is what I want to do. This is my goals. This is what I'm trying to do.
Word.
And then, like, things that I did 30 years ago, 20 years ago, it's affecting my life now.
Yeah.
So that tells me we have to make better decisions and
Yeah.
better choices as we go. Things you did last week, last month, it affects you.
Yeah.
Now, I done did some things, I'm going through now that I did 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's affecting me now
You know. Yeah.
at 50.
Yeah. Right.
So now you got to just make what? Better choices as you go.
That's a
And
fact.
you learn this through life experiences. That's
Yeah,
it.
That's it.
That's the only way you're going to learn through experience. And you have to share what you got with the younger generation because they're coming up. Because if we continue to do the things that we're doing, that we've been doing,
Mm-hmm.
we're in trouble. The community going to stay in the condition it is. And
But how
then
do you get them to listen?
the young people?
Yeah.
Oh, they willing to listen. But guess what you got to do? You got to listen to them first. You got to listen to them. Like we got the way men's group every 2 weeks on a Friday. We feed them and all that. And guess what? We listen.
Yeah.
We make everybody participate. And guess what? They got a lot to say.
Yeah.
They do.
They got a lot to say in a comfortable space where ain't nobody saying
Judge
nothing.
us.
Safe space.
Safe,
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
safe. And they got a lot to say. And we had people like a couple weeks ago we had a topic and we talked about a topic and the topic was like real touchy for me. And I try to stay away. I'm one of the leaders of the group. So everybody got to participate. But the topic we was talking about really touched me because I'm affected, and somebody else was affected just like me in that group.
Yeah.
And I broke down.
Yeah.
Me break it down in front of 15, 20 other.
Yeah.
I mean, broke down, like couldn't stop, bro.
Wow. Yeah.
Because as men, we go through things.
That's a fact.
And we hold it in. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And that's not a good thing.
Nah, it ain't.
And our mental health in the community is bad for men.
Yeah, for sure.
So when I left that little session that we had, it was like a burden lifted right off of me that I've been holding in for 45 years.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these young people, men, I don't really deal with women too much because I don't know how to be a woman.
Yeah, right.
But the young men, I've been their age before, but they got a lot to say, bro.
Yeah.
You'll be shocked. They got a lot to say.
Yo, man, I definitely want to come join and check it out for sure.
Come through, yo.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's like therapy. Like I got friends, I've been friends for 30, 40 years. They be like, yo, is it this week? Because we sometimes the weeks get messed up. We have a holiday.
Yeah.
But it's therapy.
Word.
And you never know who needs that. And my man, he was going through, we've been friends since, Bailey, BSP days, all that.
Word.
And he called me, he be like, yo, is it this week, bro? I'll be like, yeah, it's this week. He be like, all right. But it's therapy for him because I know what he going through.
Yeah.
Everybody in the group might not know. He shares. We don't talk about what we talk about in the group, but I know what he's going through.
Right.
And he needs that.
Yeah.
And he be like, yo, we can't have this every week.
Yeah.
Because it's every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So understand what I'm saying? So, answer your question, we have to work on ourselves.
Word.
As men too.
Yeah.
And we got to look in the mirror and we got to change ourselves before we
Definitely.
go out and try to help anybody else.
Yeah.
I think the key thing you said there that was big and something that people overlook that's very important. You have a relationship with him, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I know what he's going through.
Right.
Clearly, he shared with you. And I think, to answer Sis' point is like, we got to take that time to build a relationship. We can't just come in sometimes and say, do this and do that. But once I feel comfortable with you and I've seen that you listen to me, like you said, y'all listen. That's building a relationship because they don't have no place no one will listen to them.
Right.
Think they don't know nothing. So once listening happens, now I feel like you care a little bit. Then I'll give back some. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth. Because, a lot of young people that I've ever dealt with, the first thing they say is nobody listens to me. So if I get out here and shoot somebody in the head, I bet y'all pay attention. If I, you know what I'm saying? That's all it be. It'd be like no one cares. Like you said about the mental health, they don't know how to express that. They don't even know. Like I was gonna ask you, how do people know they got mental health issues? There's people who don't know they do.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Right, you don't.
So how do we help the community to say we wasn't taught that? I heard growing up, not from my parents but from people like, nah, you don't talk to therapists, you don't talk to, you know what I'm saying? They not for us.
They tell you
heard
man
that.
up.
Right.
Man up.
Right.
Yeah, take it on chin.
So
Yeah,
then
man up. But you
that
can't do
develops things.
Right.
In you that I ain't even know I had this problem until I go to somewhere like this or watch a podcast and be like, yo, I'm dealing with that. Now what do I do? So I just think that for me, it has to be a relationship and then patient steps. Like everybody don't learn the same. Everybody not gonna come. Some people have went through real hell they can't speak about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta be patient and showing them love and that patience. But I'm not rush you. So you know what I'm saying? You coming to me, okay, man, you been here 3 weeks. Say something. Nah, just let him come until don't worry. When he or she ready, they gonna say something.
Yeah. Yeah. I had just made a little video I posted on Facebook today about the power of and that's what I would tell a lot of young cats, like, because a lot, and it was the same way with us growing up. Like we all kind of felt like we had everybody was our friend. You know what I'm saying? And as I grew older and realized, my father used to tell me this early. He used to be like, listen, you'll be lucky to have one friend. You know what I'm saying? You'd be lucky to have one true, real friend. When we're young, we think all our homies is our friends, whatever. So I would tell them that if you can learn the power of detachment early, learn how to detach and be an individual. Because I truly believe, man, all these kids ain't just horrible. A lot of them is just kind of like how we were, you know what I'm saying, going the ways of how our peer group was. You know what I'm saying? And not really understanding. I wish I could have learned the power of detachment young and being my own person like young. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that would have definitely had me not take as many lumps as I did. You know what I'm saying?
But you
up,
did
know what I mean?
kind of because, like you said, you said you wouldn't go so far because of your father.
That's true.
So you did have. You might not have as much as you wanted, but you had enough.
Yeah, I had enough.
There's some people who ain't got none at all.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah.
So but like you said, separation is key
Yeah.
to elevation.
Elevation.
You have to separate.
Yeah.
And, you know, I got people that don't speak to me, you know, 20, 30 years because I don't do what you do no more. we don't have that conversation. That light and that dark, it don't mix.
It don't mix.
The spirits don't mix.
It don't.
So one of us we got to flee. Like, we can't be around that.
Yeah.
So, but you got to be able to be mature enough to take the truth wherever it's coming from, right?
Yeah.
But you got to be mature enough to say, yo, the Most High, he just got that person out of my way.
Yeah.
He got him out of my life.
That's a fact.
Because he wasn't never good for me or she wasn't never good for me. So separation, some people, they don't like, but you have to separate no matter, you know, sometimes it's long, like I spoke to my man, I said, yo, you know, like I'm changing, people acting funny, like I'm still like, you know, he was like, bro, you just becoming what God wants you to become.
That's a
God
fact.
wants you to become.
That's a fact.
So it is what it is. So I'm able to take that.
Because we will never become the man that God wants to be if and then this too, Buck. When sometimes if we take too long, because when God got a purpose and plan for you, he gonna make sure it's done.
He gonna make it work.
So he'll take the, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times it's a test. He want to see if we got, because I was just talking about, like, it was a relationship that I was in previous to the one I'm in now, and I was holding on to something that was killing me. I was holding on to the very thing that was stopping me and derailing my purpose in life, and I felt I was feeling drained. Not for real though.
Johnny Faye. I know, I remember, but you just feel like.
Because I'll be talking, I'll be telling my situation. But no, I was feeling drained, and it was like, and this person, man, I ain't gonna hold you. She was like a demon, man. Like every time I would try to pull away, this nigga would come with something to will me back in. I'm like, yo, and God was showing me clearly, like, yo, you gotta get away from this.
That was that doll she was poking in.
Word. Word. But then he just did it. He said, oh, you wildin'. You taking too long. But that's the thing. Once he do that, once he show you this person ain't for you, don't chase it. A lot of times we trying to hold on to a dead situation. That's right. And it's killing us, man. We attached to the very thing that's killing us, man. You know what I'm saying? And man, I'm so thankful that he did what he did, man. He was like, yo, I see you. Because and it's the thing too. A lot of times he not gonna just, we got to understand that, he gives us the power over things. Sometimes he's not going to just take it away. Like, but he can give us the power to overcome it. But sometimes we got to deal, that very thing that we struggling with is that very thing that bring us closer to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You got a choice. He give you a choice.
Word.
And, you know, and if you don't want to take that choice and obey, he get it. He'll do what he got to do.
He's going to do what he got to do. That's a fact. That's a fact. And that's the thing, too. You got to understand, him being God, you got to know this too. If that very thing, that toxic thing that we holding on to, we think that's so great, don't you know if he trying to remove it, there's something so much better. We got to trust for the better. You know what I'm saying? Because there's something better on the other side.
We just don't see it.
We don't see it.
We don't see it.
Yeah, because we rock with the familiar. You know what I'm saying? What feels comfortable.
That's the biggest part, not seeing it. The unknown is a hard thing. The unknown,
That's
why you gotta have faith.
Yeah,
that's it. That's it.
Yeah,
so let me ask you this. On your road of doing this, man, what's been your hardest obstacle?
Bringing the people together.
Bringing the people together?
Bringing the people together.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
That unity part with our people is hard.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in groups, you know, it broke off, it started good, but just bringing our people together. Guess what? We're not going to agree on everything.
No.
But guess what? We're supposed to get behind these closed doors. We're supposed to argue it out. Whatever we got to do, fight it out.
Yeah.
But when we go outside them doors, we got to be on one accord.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We're not going to agree with everything. But we have a common goal as our community, our people. Do you love your people? You love your community?
Yeah.
We got a common goal.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be individuals if we see if you agree with everything. You'll poo butt. Yeah, Buck, yeah, Buck, yeah, Buck, yeah, Buck, yeah, that's what it is, yeah. That's not even realistic.
Nah, right.
We're not individuals if we don't, you know, disagree or agree with things. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when we go outside them, we shouldn't have no division.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though.
These doors that's closed, this is where we supposed to get it in. Yeah, Johnny. Yeah. You go with what you go with, but guess what? We come to a common ground.
Yeah, we got into it last week. She ain't want to speak to me after the show. Bro. I tried to give her. She's like, I ain't giving you no hug.
Protect my peace. Okay? That's what I do. I go to therapy.
Me and Sha got into it a little bit, but we shook hands right here though. It's love, man. It's love.
Y'all individuals.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
I'm amazing, and y'all just whatever y'all are.
All our life
Whatever.
experiences
I don't gotta say I'm
Word.
amazing. I
make
show
us into
amazing.
individuals.
Yeah.
What we became today.
Yeah.
Everything that we done been through.
Word.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah. So off camera, I was asking you about your wisdom on the Richard Walls case, and you know, as far as like, cause I seen you on I be watching your lives, and I seen you that you was on the radio, and I just wanted you to come on and and educate our our viewers on what's going on with him and everything that he got going on right now. Like,
yeah, so he's battling through a case. He got a murder case.
Yeah.
With another ethnicity of Bengali. So
Yeah.
I think the community should come together and help the brother out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the news gave a narrative of something that wasn't true.
Yeah.
They never said he had a pistol permit. They saying he fighting over a parking spot.
Yeah.
All that was just, I'm gonna let his lawyers and the people work that thing out. But I think like that community came together and and I don't know if y'all seen it, but they blocked Cedar and Eggert Road. You couldn't even get down there. And I think they put the pressure on the Cheektowaga police to make that arrest.
yeah.
Just like Mandela.
I think if it was in reverse
Yep.
and it was a different ethnicity in the black, I think that he would have never got arrested.
Right.
Pistol permit, protecting himself, whatever. I believe that it was self-defense.
Right. Right.
And I'm trying to get it out to the people. Hey, the newspaper say one thing. Because when I first read the news, I read it, but I didn't see the picture.
Yeah.
And you're not thinking, you just read it. Once I seen this picture, I'm like, yo, we grew up in like that dude. And then everybody you talk to, his character,
Right.
they like, he not that type of person. He worked for, he got a job, got a good job, he worked.
Yeah.
So the news and you know how they do the narrative when they trying to get pushing their narrative.
Right.
So we got October 4th, we gonna have tickets and we got a fundraiser coming up for him to help out with his legal fees, help out because he was in jail for those months.
Yeah.
And he was able, union shop, shout out to the union shops. I work UAW, but they kept his job for him, and then he got back. So you behind on your bills. Life be lifing. So you stuck in there. You're not paying. So you need a little help.
Yeah.
So I think our community, just like their community, come together. We can come together and we can support the brother.
Yeah.
Where is it gonna be, and what is it gonna?
I'm believe it's October 4th, but the location I don't know the name of that building.
Send it to
there.
us so we can.
Okay, I will.
repost
I
and
will.
stuff.
I will.
Yeah. For sure.
Definitely will.
For sure, man.
I had a question for you. So, do they have a video of the incident?
Like the real details of the case, I really don't know. I mean, I heard people, people had ring, bells and they seen it.
Okay, they seen
but
it.
I don't know what the lawyer or what everybody got.
But I asked it for a reason because I got a pistol permit here in New York State.
Okay.
And I know how it is in drawing weapons
Right.
and different things you have to go through before drawing a weapon, different warnings and things.
Yeah.
So that's what I was trying to see to make sure he covered that base because New York State is very, very anal, especially when it comes to us on any little thing. That's why I
New
make
York
sure
State.
even when I carry my,
Right.
you gotta have it covered, man, because any little thing for us is over. They will try. So that's why I was like, dang, did he go through that process? Like, because they'll bring that up. Like, well, he didn't warn him twice. Like, what? Like,
Well, initially they didn't arrest him.
so, okay.
You know what I mean? So they went back on it, and I think that community put
Okay.
pressure.
Put pressure.
And I seen some of them comments on Facebook that they was putting up, and it was
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy.
Yeah, listen, I had got into it with one of the guys who I guess he was like a relative of the guy who got clipped or whatever. And because I was telling him, I was just like, listen, I know Rich. Like, we went to high school together. That was my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude saved my life in high school one time. You know what I mean? Like, that was like my man. And anybody who knows him knows that this dude like wouldn't hurt a fly, man. Like he's like one of the nicest guys that you will literally ever meet.
Right.
And like he was saying, Buck, I think the media, they was trying to spin a certain narrative about him, and I thought it was important for people like myself, people who actually know him, to kind of come out and put a counter against that narrative.
Right.
So I said what I said, just saying that like, yo, he's just a good guy, da 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 da. And then one of the relatives said, he decided he tried to clap back. So it was a little back and forth between me and him for a bit.
Yeah.
But it seemed like that me and him came to an understanding too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, I understand your hurt, bro, because at the end of the day, it sucks that anybody had to lose a life in this situation. You know what I mean? But
For sure.
But you have to understand, like, from our perspective, our community's perspective too, this is our guy right here. We know this dude right here. We know that he wouldn't intentionally just hurt somebody just for no reason
Right,
like that.
right.
The way that y'all trying to spin it,
Yeah.
you know, against them. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate the fact that, you know, we are able to use this platform and other platforms as well to like really counter that narrative that was put out
it's
there
important.
about him. It's really important that we do that.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all came to agreement because I was telling everybody to go to hell and all kinds of stuff. I was so mad.
Yeah,
Because my grandmother lived on that street, and it's just like, well, she passed, but it's just like, no, don't come over here trying to. That's just my thing. Like, if you gonna assimilate. Don't come trying to be settlers and take over.
Not settlers. Settlers. I'm done.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Because
yo.
it's just like, okay, if you're here, fine. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Be neighborly.
Yeah.
Like don't do all the extras
Yeah.
like you know.
I ain't gonna
you grew here. You didn't flew,
it's sometimes I'm riding through the town and I'm like, yo, me and Ted be like, I don't know if we in Buff or Bangladesh, man.
I don't know.
Done took it's crazy. I be
But you know the problem is they come in the community, right? They don't even speak.
nah.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, now, I'm not gonna say all of them because you know,
Yeah.
my mom, she was like, "Yeah, we need to buy this house next door because I don't want no bad neighbors," and you know, and they end up buying it. But you know, and they're good.
Yeah.
You always gonna have some, you know, out of the. But most of them they don't speak. You know what I mean? They just walk. And some people say, "Well, they mind their business," but you know, like you in the neighborhood, like you don't even like speak.
Word.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that gives us a different type. We
Different
look
type
at it
of
different. You know what I mean?
It's different
So-
type of energy. Yeah.
But
And
at
I
the
just
same,
be mad. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I just be mad that I just see people that I grew up with, and regardless of where the money came from or how, like, you could have owned your block if that's what you know what I mean. And
Absolutely.
But it go back to what Buck said earlier about
just-
man, the financial literacy. Like and like I was saying last week, niggerdom. Niggerdom is a state. All right, man. I be doing. But it's a true thing, and that's a real thing. Like we're taught. I'm still a victim of niggerdom. I still do nigger stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sneakers, bullshit.
You do.
I gotta say it. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my French, but I do. I do nigger stuff.
You do.
I do.
Nigga, come on.
I'm sorry. Nigga stuff. I do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's all because I ain't gonna hold you, man. It's like me and Buck was talking. It's a mindset.
What you have is not a mindset, honey.
What
okay?
is it, Shawnee? She
you
about
know what's
to
coming.
she about to read my rights.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you read my rights, and I'm gonna be real gentle.
All right.
Because I know how you sensitive
I'm
you
gonna
are.
be
So I'm gonna let you
intentional
read
with my
rights.
words today. Okay.
Go ahead.
That's not a mindset. You know better. You just
do.
need to do better. That's not a mindset. Because you knew on Friday that Saturday you didn't need to go buy more jerseys. You knew that. Because
I
we
just love
discussed
certain
it. We
things,
discussed
though,
it on
Sean.
Friday, so you didn't need to go back on Saturday.
I didn't need it. I wanted to.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
But that's a mindset. It's a
not
mindset, though.
It's dumb, Todd, because you know you didn't.
Okay.
You know you don't need all those sneakers.
I don't. I be wanting them though.
I be wanting them, dog.
I be
It's
wanting them though.
crazy.
I ain't go. I'm gonna be honest. I just bought another pair today.
That's
that's
dumb. That's what that's
That's
called.
insane.
That's called dumb.
That's why I said nigga though.
No, it's ER. It's not nigger.
Like to piggyback off
Yeah.
what she said,
Yeah,
like back
yeah.
in the day, we could have
Yeah.
bought the block out.
Yeah.
But she right.
Yeah, it's a fact.
But the whole thing about it is a lot of us wasn't educated on ownership. A lot
That's
of us
word,
were,
man.
like I was down on Broadway and you know people were screaming, "We can buy the block, we can have a store, we can have that." We can't do that stuff because we're not educated.
yeah.
A lot of people don't have those resources.
That's
it's
a
not
fact.
easy to be an entrepreneur. It's not easy to open up a business.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, you go 2-3 weeks, I got to come out my pocket to make payroll. I can't
Yeah.
take no money this week.
Yeah.
It's not that easy. So you have to be educated on how to do them things.
Word.
You understand what I'm saying?
Cause real talk, let's just be honest. The way we came up, what was cats taking chances for and hustling for? To buy sneakers, to look a certain kind of way,
It
to
was
be
for- it
to
was
be
for the
accepted
fame.
by other people.
Right.
That's a fact.
So why you do it now?
Yo.
Because
Why do I do it now?
He's conditioned to
Instead
do
of
it.
look.
I'm kind of conditioned, but I'm gonna tell you though, I do it because I can, and I my responsibilities are dealt with. Bills just paid, kids taken care
But
of.
see, that's different, right?
I do what I do because I just like doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? But I make sure I'm not paying my bills to go by. I ain't trying.
I know you're not doing that, but
Yeah, I just like what I like, Shawnee.
it's just excessive. Okay.
It is. I'm definitely excessive. I'm definitely obsessed. I'm working through my issues though.
I'm working.
That's good.
That's why I told
Good.
Buck I
That's
gotta
good to know.
join therapy. I know I need therapy. I do.
Right.
I do need therapy for sure.
You know what? We
First
we
step
all
is
need
admitting.
mentors. We
Word.
need people to hold us accountable.
Word.
And then with the liability and assets, buying all those liabilities, we got to teach the younger generation. Get out them don't be a label whore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Buy
Yeah.
assets. Get assets where you can able to get what you want or you like. You like jerseys, like
Yeah.
sneakers, okay, and ain't no problem with it,
Right.
but you know, let's do everything the right way.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna be honest with you. And this real talk, man to man, I'm gonna need to kick it with you. You know what I'm saying? And get some education as far as like some of the things you was kicking it about, you know, how to, you know what I'm saying, invest and things of that nature. Because like for real, I am changing my mindset. And I am trying to grow in some other areas instead of being so, you know what I'm saying, wasteful and frivolous. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Definitely. But I'm here saying, yo, I don't got too much pride to say, yo, I definitely need to be. Like my man was kicking it to me, he's like, yo, man, you need to go on the stock market. And I was like, I mean, it sounds easy, but I need to learn. Somebody got to teach me the game. I can't just get on and, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to know what stocks to invest in and things of that nature. I know it's a science to it. It ain't just, you know what I'm saying, you just get on that joint and just, you know what I mean, now you just making money. He made it sound like that, man. Just invest some stocks, man. You gonna get paid. I know it's a little deeper science than that.
I invested in stocks 2 years ago.
Yeah. Did you make any money?
My brother told me to. He kept saying, every time you get paid, put this in there. Put it.
Did you
I
make
didn't
it?
listen. I made
Made
some
some
money.
bread? How much
I
you
just
make?
let it sit there. It's still there.
All right.
But my brother, if I would have did what he said, then it would have been way more.
Yeah.
But I
Word.
didn't.
But you
But
did. Yeah.
I'm learning.
Word.
But it's still there.
Yeah. So man, let me see what I want to get into next, man. I want to get into, oh yeah. So what do you say to the people that argue they tired of us having selective outrage? Like we hot when the cops kill us or another race kill us, but it's almost like we cool when we kill us. What's your answer to that? Like how do you feel? You know, do you feel like it's the right mentality to have, or do you feel like it's some truth in that we do need to be sensitive in all areas where we're even when we hurting each other and it ain't just the cops hurting us and
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
we got to take some accountability as a community, as a people. Right?
Yeah.
So we look at our condition. We put ourselves in these conditions too. Now we know about systematic racism. We know
For
about
sure.
segregation, slavery, redlining, FHA loans we was denied,
Right.
GI Bill loans we was denied. They got 235-year jump on us. They
Right.
got this, they got that. We know the problems,
Word.
right? But then we got to look back and see, you know, we destroyed our community.
Yeah.
We got to take some accountability. So they
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So you know when you know, but we condone a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We condemn it in public, but we condone it in the private.
That's a fact. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We know our cousins and our peoples and we know it, but it's okay because they're making paper. They do what they do.
Word.
They eating.
Yeah.
How long you gonna eat?
Right.
You
Right.
gonna continue this cycle? You gonna go to jail? You're like what's up? Like that's what I'm saying. It's insanity.
Yeah.
Especially when you get to a certain age. When you was younger, they was able to trick you.
Yeah.
We was easy,
Yeah.
easily influenced,
Yeah.
easily tricked.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, we got to
Yeah.
take some accountability,
That's
and
a fact.
it's definitely some truth to it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree. You know what I'm saying? We definitely have to. And I think we just have to have way more open conversation and dialogue and talking and just be willing to be the change. You know, that's one thing about the great ones that was before. They was willing to be the change. You know, they was willing to die for it. They was willing to put stuff on the line, lose business, all that. Whatever it takes to get the ball rolling. That's a lot to ask people too. So some people like, man, I'm scared to step out here because I might be blackballed if I stand up and you know what I'm saying with you, man. I'm scared to do this because, you know, now I do this event. Now people ain't going to come because that's what Buffalo do. I've seen people do a major events and then when they get jealous, they start making up stuff or they throw a date on the same day. It's just like we just have this, I can't see you win if I ain't winning mentality. That's hurting us so bad, man, because I go in the South, I go to Florida, Georgia, man, it's people, black people got businesses, they taking over blocks and communities. And they might not like each other, but like they understand the common goal.
Right.
It's so much talent here. Some people here with money here. A lot of people, I think broke, not broke. You know what I'm saying? They're investing money outside the city, outside of the state. It's like we just get that mentality one step at a time, not all at once. Just, okay, let's come together and common ground, like, here, this is a podcast. This is what we agree on here. If we just start at 1, we be cool. Then we go to 2, 3. It's like people want to go to 100 and skip 99. Right. And I did this. Okay, bro, you at the table because you do that. We know what you've done. We've seen it. That's why you're at the table. You're good at what you do. But good at what you here at the table. You don't got to give us your credentials and who should run it and I'm the man. Like, you're here because you dope.
Right.
So now let's minimize ego and say, all right, this is for the greater good. I might not see the result of it. But in 20 years, I might be gone. But I know I was a part of this that's going to change, you know what I'm saying, the whole look and the whole feel and whatever the case may be. So I just think that's just that's a problem.
And that was the main, you know, the reason for us starting this pod, because I felt like, you know, we needed an outlet like this so people, I don't care if your little daughter got a lemonade stand. We want to talk to her.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Because I just feel like, you know, just like when I saw Buck doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? You know, he probably not knowing, I'm admiring it from afar. Like, yo, man, you know, whatever I could do to get this out louder, people need to see it, man. Because that's like he said, it's about unity. You know what I'm saying? You know, you could easily look at somebody and be like, man, that ain't, man, what are you talking about? Man, that ain't gonna work. It's like, nah, man, you got to get behind certain things if you want to. You got to, like Mac used to say. You know, you know, as much foolery he used to say when he was here, he did used to say, we got to be the change we want to see. And it's a reality to that. We got to be the change we want to see. It got to start somewhere. You know, and you can't. And I'm gonna tell you what I really admire, man. The fact that you ain't, you know, scared to be an individual. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm gonna stand out here and I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna get out here and be a voice. You know what I'm saying? Because it affected me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, I like seeing cats that, because I told him, you know, before, you know, off camera, I used to see him a lot when I was young. You know, when we was all younger. You know what I'm saying? Billy and stuff like that. You know, we never really had like a powwow, but I used to get my hair cut on Bailey. Like I told you, my family owned old boys. So I was always up and down. Me and Earl Roberson was real super tight. You know, we went to Campus North together and stuff like that, and that was my guy. You know what I'm saying? So I was always up and down Bailey. You know what I'm saying? I was scared of a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? To walk in y'all direction. But no, it's just dope seeing, like I said, seeing what Deucey doing now, seeing what you doing now, seeing how we can evolve. And the conversation changed and the mindset changed. Like, yo, you can't, like for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm a man of faith. You know, my father a pastor. So, you know, I correlate a lot of things to God. You know what I'm saying? Because when you see certain people change in a certain kind of way, man, that can only be that.
That's it.
I be so happy when I see my childhood friends like doing great. I just be like,
I do
too.
I
know this person.
It's
like,
just dope, man.
Especially the wild ones.
Because we lost,
you know it's really like
lost
that.
so many.
Lost a lot.
I see
Lost a lot. But you know, I believe if we can teach our younger generation to not care about what people think about you,
that's the thing.
And our community be better too.
Yeah.
We always think about what people think about us.
Yeah.
We always, like you said, we get dressed for, not for you.
Yeah. For other people. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's not really even paying attention to you, or might don't even like you.
Right.
That's a whole thing.
So yeah, I seen you at the. He was at this party. I don't remember you had Balenciagas on.
Right,
bro.
right.
We just had a good time.
We just had a good time. Word.
And some people break their backs to get all, you know. But
and I ain't gonna front. Being an individual, that's another thing that saved me young, because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of my friends was going the ways of you know, doing, you know, outside activities, and I found music. You know, music was my way out. You know what I'm saying? Songwriting and doing that. And I took that to another level. You know what I'm saying? But I was singing at a time where it wasn't really a cool thing to be singing. But sure, I seen the girls liked it. So I was like, I'm doing this over here. You know what I'm saying?
You about to woo your way in them draws, huh?
You know, but for real, it was like, yo, that individual that saved me. You know, that took me, that music took me places that I never dreamed that it could take me. Right. You know, put me in a lot of dope rooms and stuff like that, man. So
and that's great.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I would love to tell the kid. And I definitely want to be a part of that mentoring situation and that meeting thing that y'all do. Because I would love to talk to the youth and tell them, like, yo, that would be my main message. Don't be scared to be an individual, man. Because I know a lot of y'all probably got some dreams, but just don't think they're achievable.
Right.
You feel me? But they are. You got to separate yourself from the dream killers.
And you got to pull it out of them. And you got to tell them, like you said, separation.
Yeah.
You got to rub elbows. You got to get in these networking. You got to, no network, no net worth.
Word.
If you got to get out them rooms, you got to get out them places where you can evolve.
Yeah.
Right? You got to
Right.
stop doing them things. You got to get with some people that's making moves and that's shaking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I had great experience growing up. Bailey back in the day. Late '80s, early '90s.
Yeah.
Bailey was the place to be, the place
sure.
to ride down. But I wish I was hanging with the so-called lames. Because
right.
some of the people that they call lames today,
Yeah, man.
okay,
Yeah.
they
Word.
making moves.
They making moves.
They
Word.
shaking.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a joke, but it's kind of a little bit sincere. But I talk to my boys, I be like, I wish I would have never met some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just,
Word.
but it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is. We had a great time, but
Yeah.
and then life experiences that what made me the man that I am today.
Yeah.
The
Definitely
things
that.
that we went through, the things that I seen, the things that I participated in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm in different rooms. And then I'm able to take what I learned and I ain't been like this too long.
Right.
It took me, I started Black Wall Street in 2018. In 2017, I'm a football guy. I coach
Yeah.
football, I love football.
Yeah.
I stopped watching Sunday football. I started watching Saturday football.
Yeah.
Sundays, I went spiritual. I was reading Bible, all spiritual stuff, and financial literacy.
Yeah.
2017, right?
Yeah.
I had a good job. I worked, but no one taught me the things, passive income, investments and things of that nature. I had
Word.
to sit down and learn it myself.
yourself.
So I sacrificed what I loved,
Word.
Sunday football, to do that. Every Sunday I woke up in the morning, books, YouTube, on the internet, just watching people talk about,
Yeah.
credit, business credit, LLCs and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I had to teach myself that.
Yeah.
So now I'm giving it for free. So I tell people, if you got some knowledge, give it away to them.
Yeah.
All that got to be sold now to all that little,
Yeah.
all that street
All that
stuff.
gatekeeping. Yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Stop. Give it away for free. Share it.
Word.
Like in the businesses I'm in, I'm not gonna give you my plugs. I can't do that.
Right.
For fruit and liquidation. I'm in the
Yeah.
liquidation business.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give you my brokers because I had to learn that, and that's a part of the game.
Yeah.
But guess what? I'm gonna tell you what not to buy. I'm gonna tell you what programs not to do.
Yeah.
Don't bump yourself in the head like I did.
Yeah.
Don't lose this paper because that's not a good program to get into if
Yeah.
you're in the liquidation business.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't buy that Walmart. Don't buy them returns.
Yeah.
Try to get shelf pulls and certain things, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna share that with you because I had to learn it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Word.
I'm not gonna gatekeep. You want to get it? It's a $19 trillion business. I can't get all the money. I do it part
You
time.
gotta get some. We eat together.
Right.
Let some
Yeah.
young boys, they wanted to come in and I showed them. I took them to my warehouse, showed them, sold them some pallets and stuff, and I helped them sell their stuff because I got a marketplace presence where people buy from me, and you get to.
Would you let them invest in your business? Would you like become partners with them too?
I will help. My business, my liquidation business, has been going on for 5 years now, so I'm invested. So if they want to come in, they're gonna have to drop a little bit of money.
Yeah.
I had to buy forklifts and pallet jacks and
that's some bread.
all kinds of stuff. So I would rather for them to, because they're young. They don't have. I got a 9 to 5. They can do this full time, and I know what I make part time. So they can do it full time, but I definitely will help them. Like me, I start. It was a. So when I started Black Wall Street, I had like a like Shark Tank thing.
Yeah.
So whoever came up with the best idea, I fronted them the money, let them start their business, and had them pay me back, no interest.
Okay.
Right. So my little nephew, he won. He started his little clothing line, and I helped him out. And I wanted to continue to do this to help the young people, to show them, hey, here go the loan. I'm gonna give you a non-interest loan. Now these other people, they ain't gonna give you a non-interest loan,
Word.
but I'm gonna give it to you, and then you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But I will help him.
Did he pay you back?
Yeah, he paid me back. Absolutely. He paid me back. Absolutely. Said thank. He was grateful. He paid me back.
Do you still do that?
Yeah, he still do it.
No, do you still do like the whole like Shark Tank like business proposal?
Oh yeah, I mean, if anybody needs that type of help, I promoted it back then when I was in with the Black Wall Street, and I started the Black Wall Street as a 501c3, and I just got out of that because I don't like to be controlled.
Yeah.
That grant money. I don't like to fight. I believe that's a new hustle.
Yeah.
Everybody want a 501c3. Everybody want funding. They fighting over this money. But some people got
You,
501.
you let it dissolve, or you still
Yes,
got it?
I let it dissolve. I mean, I still use the movement, that Black Wall Street, you know, dollars circulating and all, you know, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and those type of predominantly communities back then.
Yeah.
And we use them as examples.
Yeah.
But I don't do the, you know, the 501c3.
Yeah.
So I can come get a loan from you then.
Yeah, he said, "Ain't we go to commercial break?"
I'm tied
So
up.
I wanted
I'm
to
so much
piggyback.
stuff right now.
There was something you were saying earlier
Now
about
you the
that
buck bank.
that I enjoyed. That you were saying earlier, but I wanted to say because you were saying about the different things you've done and stuff like that. The respect comes because even when you talk to young people, you do have a past in doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? That comes with respect. Like, even though that's not what you on, that's not what you pushing, it's like to a young person's mind, you know what I'm saying? They're the ones I've ever bumped into. It's like, even like Ty going in and saying, hey, do music. But Ty has a history of success. Okay. That'd be the thing. So somebody, you can be like, yeah, I did that, but now I'm doing this. So they going to say, well, he can relate to me because I'm out here.
Right.
I'm trying to find that he was out there. It's sometimes it's hard for people to accept. It's like, bro, you ain't never been through what I've been through. So how can I talk to you
don't understand
when you
right.
can't even tap in? So I think that's an amazing thing to have, to be able to come from nothing to do something and then give back. It has a stronger impact because everything you went through in your life to even get to this point is for impact. So when you talk and you conversate and somebody say something, da-da-da-da, maybe I might not get it. Maybe Ty might, but you do because that's what you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that everything that we went through has a purpose for it. I mean, God didn't allow it just for it to happen. It's for someone. That's when people say, I don't want to tell what I went through. Why, though? It's somebody waiting to hear from you.
Waiting there and need to hear it.
Your voice, your look, your story, your tone. They might never get it from nobody. And I'm learning that even like when my kids had to learn it. Even my daughter, 13, she just turned 14 a couple of days ago. And she going through her things. You know, she lost her mom at 5. But I'm understanding now it's like, okay, sometimes even though I'm dad, she need to hear from somebody else.
Yeah.
She'll take it. She'll be like, okay. And I'm like, that's what I've been saying. But I know when I was young, I was like that. So I wasn't trying to listen because, like I said, the one song I did, like, my mom didn't understand when we lived, though. She like, oh, you doing this and this color, this stuff. I'm like, yeah, but you don't, you ain't outside. So when I step outside on these streets, it's just different out here. I don't have the same protection like in this house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's the same thing in this world, man. Like, people just come from different backgrounds and different things, and like you said, the whole mental health and emotional and spiritual. It's a lot of questions being asked, and it's like, who's there to keep it 100 with them? Because youth want 100. You know what I'm saying? I talk to my
require
nephew,
real, man.
All they want is just tell them what it is, bro. Yeah. Just tell them what it is. Don't give me the souped up answer like what it is. Because I tell people all the time, they've asked me, well, I'm saying, you love God, you're a Christian, why? It wasn't my Jesus experience. I went through so much growing up, and every time I called on the name of Jesus, I always think things happen that I know I should be dead in. So it was like I went through so much and I lived. And so I'm telling you, I'm not telling you from what I read. I'm telling you from my real life experience. I've been in the hospital later, and my mother prayed over me, and the doctor, I can hear me fade, and the doctor telling my mother, that's it. My mother saying it ain't it, and she prayed me. But you know what I'm saying? So you can't tell me what is real and fake. Right. I'm not speaking on Bible. I'm speaking on life. I've seen God intervene for me.
Right.
Absolutely.
Mad times. So I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you it's going to be imperfect. I'm telling you you're not going to say everything right. You're not going to do everything right. You're going to sin. You're going to fall. But God, just know that it's a part of the process to be great. Like, nobody gets there and just get it. Even people, come on, how many times we seen celebrities get their kids a throne and they do horrible? Right. We like, if it was me, I would know what to do. Yeah, because you didn't have nothing and you had to earn it. Yeah. They gave it to you. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You got to be able to relate to the kids and, like you said, reach out to them.
Yeah.
We all got different testimonies. Now, I ain't come from the mud.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My mother struggled, but my mother worked at Ford. And if you lived uptown in the 80s, your mother worked at Chevy, Ford, Water Company. You wasn't doing bad.
Nah.
You wasn't hungry.
Nah.
So we just, with the pride of our environment, I chose to go that way.
That's a fact.
My path was already made for me. My mom already instilled in me. You know what I'm saying? We lived uptown.
Yeah.
We was moving up. Your parents had good jobs.
Yeah.
We chose to do that. Now I
Yeah.
have friends and family members that got it out the mud. They was,
Yeah.
they was hungry. They had to do this, and their mama was a hoe. Their father was
Yeah.
a pimp. They on
Real
drugs.
talk.
And I didn't go through that. That's
Yeah.
not my testimony.
Right.
So I give people my testimony. I let them know. My mother worked at Ford Motor Company.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a shorty. She started since I was a baby. So, she went through some things, got laid off and,
Right.
some things like that. But
Yeah.
she maintained.
Word.
So I didn't come from being hungry or what the next meal. I had a pantry in the basement, bro, with a bunch of cereal.
Right.
Go down there. I had that.
Go in the pantry.
My friends come knock on the door, be like, yo, let me get a box of cereal.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh, man, hurry up for my mother see you, bro.
Deep
You know what
freeze.
I'm saying?
Word.
So my path, our path, some
Deep
of our
freeze.
paths was already made for. We just
Yeah.
choose to veer it off, and we wanted to do what I do. Wanted to do what we wanted to do. You know
Yeah.
why? Product of our environment.
That's
The
it.
people we were around.
Yeah.
The things that we seen. And guess what? That culture was changed, and we thought that was cool. We
Yeah.
thought that what we were supposed to do.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't.
I did it for the acceptance. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
See what I'm saying?
because when you see other people getting talked about, jumped,
That's a
attacked,
fact,
you
man.
like, okay, I'll be proud of that. All right, because I don't want that to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? When I was real young, because I was like, yo, I'm not getting jumped. And I lived in Indiana, so I didn't live here. I was born here. I went to Georgia. I was still young, but Indiana is when I really grew up at. So I lived into I had never in my history. I think it was 15. I'm coming out to school, and the police had blocked our whole neighborhood, and the KKK was walking through. It's 1,000 of them, and I had never seen this before. Like the cops were protecting them, and they were like, "We all this," and I was like, "This is wild!" Like, and then it was like, people thought it was country, and I seen cats didn't never do no talking in Indiana. They were just killing each other.
Gary and Evansville,
Man, it's real,
is rough.
Word.
I
The
got
first
some
time I ever
people
went to
from-
Gary,
It's rough, bro.
the first time I ever went to Gary, I was 17 years old. My boys asked me to ride up there with him. I rode. We got in the car. Homie hopped out. It was one of his big homies, and he said he handed everybody a little pistol and said, "Yo, just be careful. I'll be right back." It wasn't 25 seconds. I was sitting in the car like, "Yo, what we doing here? I thought we was gonna do something else."
Yeah.
And boys knocked on the window, surrounded the car that fast. Like y'all niggas ain't from here, and I was just like. And that's when I was like, this is crazy. Like, and they really like that. So being in an environment from being a gang, I never knew what a Vice Store was. I never knew what a GD was. I lived in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? My mother was in Sandy Springs, Dunwoody. She was dating a millionaire. And so I had no idea. So I come from, that to that. It was just like, damn, this is real. Dudes with guns in the, and in the bushes. It was just a shock for me. You know what I'm saying? So at 14, I'm like, I'm going to get jumped in because I'm going to need this protection because while I'm moving out here and I'm not from here, I don't even have the same dialect as Midwest people. So my thinking is different. I'm still New York / now Southern because I had to adjust. And that was hard to adjust moving to the South and everybody speaking so different. So I'm like, I ain't even used to this. So I don't even know what I'm walking into because what I think it might be is something else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I thank God for grace. I thank God for mercy. You know what I mean? Because, I thank him every day. And no matter what I've done or didn't do or whatever the case may be, I thank him for mercy and grace to keep me here because I lost so many people along the way, man, and seen so many heartbreaks. And
That's real.
you know what I'm saying? I seen so many, tears shed and blood shed. And it's like, dang, it's like, man, I tell my mother that all the time. I thank you for praying over me because, she would destroy my shoes. She would put anointing oil in my sneakers and my coat and stuff. And she would literally cry out for me. And I wasn't even really listening like that. But she was crying out for her son. So it's like, I look at it totally different because I had a praying mom. Praying moms and praying grandmothers as why, and praying fathers and grandfathers. That's why we're here today because they took on that.
Right, and that's what I always say too. I say like our faith and our belief in God, it's not just for us to be it's for us to have protection over our kids.
Man, I swear.
You know what I'm saying? Over our family. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when your kid leave the house, they're not in your protection anymore. They're going to either be in Satan's or God. You know what I'm saying? So, how we live is very important on how that covers the family. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, and it's crazy because I see, cats, God is raising up cats like Buck. You know what I'm saying? Cats like us with this platform and just different. I'm seeing so many different kinds of people getting saved. And that's another thing that let me know. It's almost like God, like in my eyes, I look at it different. I look at it like God is almost like doing the final call. Because I'm seeing some of the people that you would have never thought would be talking God talk. Remember the dude Boot Gang?
Yo, never.
The tattoos all on his face and all that, man. Straight saved, straight preaching to God. I'm like, yo, this is
too.
Yo, because it's like he raising up these kind of, because I'm going to tell you too, he's raising up these kinds of people that's serving it real because a lot of them ain't getting it real in the church no more.
True.
Ain't no, they church ain't preaching hell no more. Church is just a business. Like a lot of churches like business now because don't nobody really want to sit in that pulpit and really. They want to portray God as Santa Claus, and you got to bless him with your name on it, and that's it. It's like, nah, man, the God I don't know what Bible you read, but the God I know is a God of wrath, a God to be feared. You understand me? I don't know what this God I don't understand this God. Yeah, God does bless and things of that nature, but we got to talk about what do you have to do for those blessings. You got to be obedient. You got to live a certain kind of way to receive those blessings. You can't just do what you want to do and live how you want to live.
Well, they don't want to lose that. They don't want to lose
Right.
They don't want to lose that money. The moment you say that, it's over.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
And and if you study and you read, you understand the scriptures and stuff like that. It's an awakening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it said in the last days it'll be awakening, man. The young people dream dreams. And,
facts.
And this stuff is happening.
It's happening.
I mean, like I tell people, the show Believe It or Not. Because it's true.
You don't gotta believe it.
You
I
believe it or
swear it's coming.
Because you can just look around you and just see. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
You can see it, but it's good for brothers and sisters to be able to talk about the Most High and experiences that they had. Like you said, I had a praying mom. I had an absent father, but my grandmother, praying grandmother.
Come on.
They was interceding. They was interceding.
Praying grandmothers,
You know what I'm saying?
They real.
They was keeping us covered. No matter, even, in the house, I was chilling in the house. Then I get outside, I act crazy. My mother ain't know I was in a gang.
Right.
Until I got older.
Yeah.
I said, Ma, and we was just in the store, and my man, I'm gonna say his name. I don't care. My boy T-Bone, he come through. I said, Ma, he the one turned me out.
That was not a gang. That was a posse.
That was a posse. Okay.
I went to school. Gang. It's different.
Right. I left DEC. I went to 68, and first day I get there, dude want to fight me. So my man Tori was like, "Yo, you gonna fight him?" I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna fight him. So I'm gonna make sure ain't nobody jump you."
Yeah.
Right. So I did what I had to do when I went outside. And then, I didn't want to move uptown. I wanted to stay with my grandmother in Cold Spring. I'm like, one thing I knew was United Man's at Liberty Shoe Store. White people. I didn't think, what I mean? So Tori was like, I'm going to come get you Friday night.
Yeah.
So I told my mom, my friend going to come get me. She was happy because she knew I didn't want to be over there.
Yeah.
It's 88, right? So,
right.
I walked up the street, I turned in McDonald's.
Man.
I said, where all these? This look like Crenshaw. Like, where all these black people come from? I'm talking about the parking lot.
Word.
There was that music and
Word.
and he came in town and I told my mom, see, he did it.
Yeah.
Came and got me that Friday and you let me go with him because you thought I didn't want to be there, right? You know what I mean?
You gonna get some percentage to mine.
Word.
But it was, it was an experience.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was an experience.
So looking back on that, I always like to ask this question: would you change anything, or
I couldn't change it.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes you who you are today.
That's a fact.
I wish I would have made some better choices.
Yeah.
I definitely wish
I
that.
had fun.
Yeah. Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
68, the park, Bailey, Santora's, McDonald's.
Yeah.
Then they had Burger King down there. They
Word.
had Louis. Like, crazy.
Yeah.
House parties
Time
back
was
then.
had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bailey Avenue, that uptown, everybody, I don't care what hood you from, you had to ride down Bailey.
Yeah.
That's summertime.
It barely had the girls too.
Yeah, it was popping.
Girls. Word. Barely
It
was
was
it.
popping, but I wouldn't, I couldn't change. I mean, I wouldn't say. I just think I would have made better choices.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's what we need as a people. As we go forward, we need to make better choices because these choices is going to affect us.
Yeah.
So what we do today, tomorrow, it's going to affect us.
It's gonna affect us in the long run. Yeah.
This is what I be telling my daughter all the time. It's like, I'm trying to tell you now, I don't want you to feel away at 20 and 35 and look back and say, I'm helping you right now.
Yeah.
So you don't have to, because I did. Right. I didn't listen either. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do all that stuff either.
But she's probably not going to receive that.
Who, right? Some for me, but not all for me. So that's why I'm having my sisters and the female cousins who was wild too, but now got it together. Because she need to know, because she's, they're young, man, so they're attracted to that.
I don't think that she's going to hear it. She probably would do better if she seen it. She's seen somebody walking the walk and she you know, whatever she's into. Let's just say she would like makeup or whatever, and she's seeing somebody that you know personally that's making all this money from doing makeup. Then she gonna be like, okay,
She
that's
getting
who I
that
need to
now.
talk to.
She getting that now.
Yeah.
But see, she had times when she was at her grandmother's house and stuff, and she got away for the other stuff. She was out here, you know, fighting girls, beating them, had a little crew, you know, what I mean,
Well,
beating them
it's
girls
okay
at
to do
McCarthy
that.
Park.
I mean,
'Cause that's
Like
what you
so,
did.
so,
They
so she
bother
feel
her.
like
That's what
she
you
feel
did,
like
right,
They
Shorty?
bother her.
yo, listen. So she like
At 14, at 13.
she like that. I'm RT Breezy, you know what I mean? Like that. But then now that I've seen everything, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm awakening. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going for it because I don't want to lose you out here.
You ever gonna tell the story on here how you broke the girl arm?
No, I'm not.
Nah.
No,
Oh my god.
I'm saved.
Say from what?
What'd you say?
At 14.
What?
So what?
Because I was small and I just had a real big mouth, so everybody just thought I was.
You still got a big mouth.
You
I
still
still
your
got a
mouth
big
is
mouth.
humongous.
It is.
Yeah.
It's loud and proud. But
Yeah.
just like I don't like to bother people. I didn't like to fight. I didn't like to fight.
You just did it.
I was last to fight. Like you had to push me
That's how I felt.
to.
I was always
you had to
defended.
push me to fight. But at that point, and I was just like I'm blacking out because you
Yep.
done did something to me. All the time, everybody think I'm a punk because I ain't saying nothing back or whatever. And that's just why I fought so much. But it wasn't because I wanted to.
Okay.
I wanted to be cute. I liked boys. I didn't want to fight. I didn't
Okay.
want to be like scratching my face.
Are you the food at the table?
Did you beat the girl up over a boy?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Oh my god! I did this time my
I
daughter ain't
figured,
watching.
yeah. Don't let her mentor your daughter.
My daughter ain't watching
can't
this.
be the
let,
mentor.
let
She
me
can't
ask
be
you.
the-
Let me ask you this. Like I hear about a lot of men groups and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but I always put it out that women should get some groups, and and teach the younger women because it's instructed to us to teach the younger men for the men,
Yeah.
and it's instructed to the women too to teach
Yeah.
the older women to teach the younger women,
Yeah.
how to dress modest, how to conduct
Yeah.
themselves. I don't see that. I might be wrong. But I don't see it as much as I see the men's groups.
Well, they,
I don't see it as much
the girls is
I was
getting
about to say, no,
the
they
girls is
don't.
getting mentored by Megan Stallion, Cardi B,
No,
Glorilla. That's who they
not
getting
older,
mentored
not
by. They
older.
are.
No,
A lot of older women
No.
be younger though. Not all of them though.
but the thing is, I'm gonna tell you why
What's up?
I think I don't see it. It's because like, it's sad to say, but like,
Go ahead.
women are still like catty at 80 years old.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
It don't
And it's
stop.
just like,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that's probably why it'll probably start off great, but then it'll probably dismantle before you know it. Because
Why y'all
of-
like that?
Oh, come on, you took
Y'all
it right
not-
out. I was just about to
y'all-
say
y'all-
why.
Why y'all like that?
Not like that. I don't know why they are like
Well,
that.
Why is your
You're
you know what I'm
speaking
saying?
for them. 'cause
Yeah,
we
you're
don't
speaking
have,
for the
we can't.
the feminine
Feminine energy.
species.
I like girl power. Like I like I'm a girl's girl. So if you got a bomb personality, even if you do it better for me, like I like to learn from my friends.
Yeah, okay.
And a lot
That's
of
not a
women
lot of
can't
women.
can't stand that.
That's not a lot of
can't.
women though.
Like I don't
That's
like
a lot of
not-
women are
I
competing.
can't be the smartest person in my circle. Like all my friends literally got great things going on.
Okay.
Everybody got money. So if we doing something, everybody can take care of themselves. If we want to go out of town tomorrow, everybody can buy a flight and go. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
It's not
That's what's up.
we don't compete.
I sure wasn't
We
bumping
don't
into none of them
compete
type of females.
with,
before
we don't
10.
compete with one another. So it's like when one person doing good, we all like, yay, you know?
Oh,
it's
right.
not like, oh, that bitch thinks she all that because she, you know, I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't have a problem saying, girl, you look great. Like that outfit is bomb on you. Like I'm a girl's
Sonny,
girl.
you know you're so exceptional.
No, I'm not.
You're just-
I am amazing, but at the same time, like I'm real. I'm
If
real.
you don't get a shirt that say I am amazing,
yeah,
stop
yeah.
saying.
This
I need you
nigga's
to get
a
a
one
shirt
of one,
that say
man.
I am
I'm real.
amazing.
Like, I'm the,
She's
I'm
a
the-
one of one.
I'm the cheerleader friend, right?
Okay.
So like, if you got something going on, you can guarantee that I'm gonna show up.
Okay.
That's cool.
Like I'm that person. If I'm gonna be the only person there, bitch, we gonna have. I'm sorry.
Yeah, your mouth.
We gonna have a great time together, just me and you
Yeah.
at your function. You don't spend all this money on.
So
But a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
ask
women-
Buck.
but a lot of women is
Have you
catty.
met these women that she talking about? Have you met? I don't know these women she speak of like this. Like everybody's a boss. Everybody's just beautiful and good attitudes, and they'll say,
I'm gonna invite them on the pod.
Yeah, I wanna interview them, 'cause y'all already
You don't
leaked.
think they real? They on my
They're
page.
not.
They all up and down my page.
invite them. I want them here next Monday.
They coming.
Because I just don't believe they exist.
Two of them, one of them is in Delaware and one of them is in New Jersey. But those are
Delaware.
my college
They
roommates.
not here. You see that, Bill?
Those are my
They ain't
college
here.
roommates.
Like I said, they not
we
here.
met at Morris
Delaware.
Brown College, and we will
Okay.
be together on October the 11th at homecoming.
Were they born and bred Buffalo?
They're
Where they
from
They're
New
from
York
these-
City.
Exactly. They weren't from here, right?
We met in college. I went to college. I have
I was
degrees.
asking you about
okay?
the chicks here.
I have
said
degrees.
here. He said women here.
Where they at here?
That's what he
you
talking
telling me
about.
about Delaware.
Reese is here. Reese's a whole RN.
Is she married?
She's married.
Okay, so she don't even
But
count.
she's amazing.
Okay, but she already got a
Chrissy
dude.
is single. Chrissy is here. She's amazing.
Is she single?
She owns Beautiful Brains.
Is she
She's here.
single?
She's single.
Okay, because some dudes out there is trying to find girls like that. I found mine. I got to state that because she gonna be like, why you asking?
JL is here. JL is a
got mine.
correctional officer.
Okay.
She's amazing.
Remember she said this, Mill. So I want these girls to show up next Monday so we can interview.
I actually I can vouch for Chrissy. Yeah, she's
Yes,
super dope.
Chrissy is
That's
dope.
Okay.
That's the homie right there. Like she doing her thing.
Chrissy is dope, and that's one of my best
So one
friends.
out of what's the population of women here? So we got one woman out of how many chicks in the town?
86.
It's some nice
Right.
girls here.
I believe you. I
It's
believe
some
you.
smart. You keep saying that, but like I think that you before Tiffany. I'm not. Tiff
yeah,
is
go ahead.
awesome.
Yeah.
But before that situation, I don't know where you were looking for women at.
It was bad. It was bad, man.
But it's some
was bad.
great women here. That's like
Okay.
That's not.
I'll take your word
That's
for
not broke. That's not like living on Section 8 doing
Okay.
terrible things like
Okay.
driving Benzes and being on Section 8, that kind of thing. But
How do
it's-
they handle trauma? Their trauma.
well, I mean, you'll have to get to know them to see what they deal with.
See,
You know, I
but-
deal with my trauma by my therapist.
Right.
So-
Are they submissive to men?
Yes.
Are they submissive to
All my
men?
friends that are married they've been married for a long time.
Like,
they are
like
great.
Buck don't believe this either.
They are with their
He
people.
like, well, where?
No,
where is
seriously,
this woman
they are
at,
with their
man?
people. But you might see them with their friends. They might be another way, just
Okay.
like me. I talk a lot of shit,
Oh,
but to my
definitely.
partner,
Definitely.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
Okay.
I'm,
I gotta-
I'm
I gotta-
different.
So
I
you
need some
Because
vouch
I'm
on
not-
that.
You're submissive.
I'm not going. I'm
don't
not going
see
to
you
make my
being
man
submissive.
feel less
No,
than
I'm
man.
not. You're submissive
Yes.
in a relationship.
Yes. I want my man to lead. I don't want
Yo,
to.
do you
I'm
believe that?
not,
Do you
I'm
believe
not
this
going
nigga
to.
submissive?
I'm not going to.
Hold on.
I'm
But
not
she
gonna
just
do
said
shit to
something.
my
She
dude.
said, I don't want my man to lead. A lot of
I
them
said no.
lead.
I said
She
I
said
want my
lead.
man to lead.
Oh,
You want your man to lead?
Yes.
Want them to lead.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to.
You talking
I
like
don't
you got
want
some
to wear
sense today.
draws. I don't want the Fruit of Looms. Like
Okay.
I don't want to do that.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Yeah.
Can we talk about this next week? Like, can we get really deep into this? 'Cause I got,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I got
many-
so many questions.
oh my
No,
God.
but I'm serious, but that's how my friends are. My family, we don't have my Smith family. Ain't nobody divorced. I seen good relationships. My dad and my stepmom, so I was 3.
Okay.
That's my mother.
Okay.
Good example.
Yeah,
Like, I don't- we don't have
My
divorce.
parents been married 48 years, man. So,
I respect that.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah, I
whatever.
So I've
definitely.
seen what right looks like.
Okay.
I talk crazy to
You do
y'all.
talk wild crazy.
And to like,
She
you
jumped
know,
on. She jumped on me on
chick-
social media before.
Word?
Yeah, she
That's
jumped
crazy.
She got
on
at
me.
you?
And
That's
it,
how
was-
she
it was
is,
just,
man.
I mean, it's her opinion, you know. So I just think typing
Yeah.
instead of talking about,
Yeah.
you know, the Houston trip and
Yeah.
how we could have took that money and bought the, you know,
Yeah.
in priorities, and she just went in.
That's how she do.
that's
went
what I
in.
do.
Yo.
She
I
don't
understood. I
Yeah.
understood. You know,
Facts. We've
It's
had this
all love,
conversation.
love.
I
We've had
understood.
this conversation.
You know,
Word.
it's cool.
So let's jump back into it. Mel, let me ask you. So you on the outside looking in, what do you think is the biggest thing plaguing the community right now?
It's so many things. I mean, I think that's a really complex. It's a complex
Okay,
issue.
just give
You
me
know
two.
what I
Give me
mean?
two things.
I mean, you guys, mentioned a lot of it that I was thinking about.
Okay.
But, I think we have to, stop working in our own individual silos,
Right.
Because it's so much of that happening.
Yeah.
Every time I turn around, like Buffalo is like a social services city, right? It's always a bunch of nonprofits and stuff always popping up. And it's just like I just feel like that we don't need all of, because Buck said it earlier, we have the talent here. We have the talent here. We have the resources here. There's people like Shani said here, with real money. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to figure out a way to stop working in our own individual silos and like really start to collaborate more. You know what I mean? Because that's what every other community does.
Absolutely.
Every other community does that. Even if they don't, and y'all mentioned this, even if they don't like one another, they still do it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these white folks is out here, bro. They like you see what's happening in government and in the world right now. A lot of these white people don't really bang with Trump like that, but they understand they have a common vision, they have a common goal. You know what I'm saying, that they know they got to work towards, and even if we don't like one another. You know what I'm saying? We still got to work together to try to, you know, to try to get accomplished what we got to get accomplished.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, we don't do that.
Yeah.
We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So we got to stop working in these silos so much because
Right.
I think it's continuing this fracture that's taking place in our community. You know what I mean? So if we can start there, and then it's so complex. There's mindset shifts that have to happen. It's so much that has to take place. But a lot of this stuff was intentional. Like the way things are happening in our communities, like things are not broken. Things are designed the way they were supposed to. The way they were supposed to happen in our communities, right? The way people put drugs in our communities and things. All of this stuff was by design. You know what I'm saying? So it just has to get to a point. I do feel that there's a shift that's happening, you know, especially with like the advancements of technology. It's kind of democratizing everything, and it's giving us access to things that we never had access to before. You know what I mean? So there's no reason that we should say that we don't know how to invest or anything like that. All of the stuff is at our fingertips right now. You know what I'm saying? So like we really got to like really get truly tapped into this stuff. And I think that's where the shift, because we see it happening in other communities, especially outside of Buffalo. You go down to Atlanta, like they know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like absolutely, they're doing this stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, but like stop working in these silos though, and I think that's where we can start right there.
Can I say, I like you said, silo. Can I say clicks? Like this is, let's bring it back to Buffalo. This is my biggest thing that I see that really irks me. It's like y'all will work with the same people and will not go outside. There's somebody, like it could be Shani over here and she is doing her thing in fashion. But since Shani is not in your clique, you'll never ask Shani. You'll keep asking Dorinda in your clique who's not as good, don't really bring the people out, and then you'll complain. So I don't understand, why do we have to just stay within our own here in Buffalo? I only bang with Buck. I only bang with Todd. I only bang with Mel. That's it. I ain't going nowhere outside of there because that's my man for 30 years. But he not good at what he do. That's just your man. Like, why can't we branch out and here forget the city? In Buffalo, we don't do it. It's people I see do big events that only work with people in their crew. I think that's messed up. If somebody over here buzzing, somebody over here buzzing, why can't we come to the table? Oh, I don't like them, or I was gonna work with you, but you know, Todd didn't like Mel, so I never asked Mel to do nothing because Todd my man. That's your problem right there. That's Buffalo's biggest problem. It's not it's the carnal, behind the back real conversations people having. You know what, truthfully, man, I ain't like Buck 30 years ago. So that's why I ain't got nothing to do with the amazing, great stuff you do. But I don't like him. So why don't you like him? They can never give you a reason. Come to find out, Buck took his girl in 10th grade. Yeah. How are we holding on to that in the city?
Yo, we be holding on to stuff like that, though. This is the biggest thing. I see people that don't work together, and I ask why. And you ask why? It's never no good answer. When I was in the, this was the Birchfields before it was the Oak Room, right? And it was a nigga I went to school with. And we playing pool. We about to play pool. He was dead serious. He's like, yo, man. He's like, I just gotta tell you this, man. He was like, man, you one of the biggest reasons why I changed my life, man. You gave me hell in high school. He's like, man, you ribbed on me every single day, man. You made me. I was like, you been holding this thing? He's like, I just couldn't wait. I just had to tell you this face to face, man. I went to the Army because of you. I said, I did that to you, Phil. I was like, man, charge that to my head, not my heart.
Did you say sorry?
Yeah, I did. I felt bad.
Okay,
I felt bad, but I was like, damn, you held that?
Yes, that's trauma. That's called trauma.
Wow, yeah.
And that's when that click stuff be trauma, and then you putting up these stats, you being funny, you doing, somebody promote a date for 4 months, you wait 30 days in between, now you doing the same date. People know it's intentional, and Buffalo is a small city. You don't know who's family, who's friends. So a lot of people won't even say nothing. You are here talking and saying, I'm going to hate on Todd because this, and I'm like, yo, we got to stop that. If we can get past that little that big little thing, we would be okay. That's the biggest issue. It's not the finance, not all that stuff we saying. It's the fact of you're not in my crew. You don't move how I move. You don't live how I. So I don't want nothing to do with you. Because my man do this, my girl. Man, come on, bro. Like, if we get past that and say, you dope, you dope, how can we all work together?
Yeah, so like he said, like these, nonprofits and stuff like that, you have to form like Voltron.
Mm-hmm.
Individualism, we was taught individualism work for us.
Yeah.
Don't work for us.
Right.
It don't. Yeah.
Collectively, we can
Yeah.
come together and we can make things. And once we get that unity,
So
us as a people, we make everything hot. We are who we.
We
that's
are
us.
the we are the vibe.
That's
we
what
are,
I'm saying.
We are that.
I had
So
a
we can
Chinese
move-
man
we
say
can
that to my
move mountains.
face.
Yeah, we can move mountains.
We the culture.
But
He said we copy black people.
Right. So the whole thing about it is we don't know how to come together.
That's it.
And it's the unity part. So if we
Yeah.
can work on this unity part, the unity part is a big, like he said, but the mindset. So that's why I said you have to change yourself first. You got to look at that man in the mirror first.
Yeah.
And change that man.
Yeah.
And then you can go out. And then once we get unity with some like-minded people, then it get contagious and it just
And I think
keeps
we got to
working,
start
keep
talking to
working.
these babies, man. Like, we got to start talking to them like in the 4th and the 5th grade.
Absolutely.
We can't wait till they juniors high high school.
They like,
They
oh,
about
no,
to be
that's
off to
true.
college.
I don't care.
Because they, you know what I'm
They
saying?
can
Yeah.
play them games. They can get on
Yeah.
the laptop. They understand.
Yeah.
When they
Their
can sit
minds are
down
really
and understand,
impressionable at a young
Yeah.
age.
Right.
Absolutely.
Word.
You can get them. Like in Little League
Yeah.
football. I coached the 13-year-olds,
Yeah.
right? The 6-year-olds, they were like sponges. You can put the fear of God in them.
Yeah.
And they were sponges and they were just, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. You know, the
Yeah.
13-year-olds, I had to read a book how to deal with teen. I'm like, what? These boys is bugging. So, I read, I dealt with
Yeah.
myself as a 13-year-old, but they was on another
different.
level. I mean,
Yeah.
they was
Yeah.
They
doing
on
stuff.
another level.
They got packs and they hustling and they
Yeah.
doing this and they doing
Yeah.
that.
So
They
they-
homes. I had a boy, I caught my allergies went bad because the boy inboxed me and said, Buck, I wouldn't have ate if you didn't come pick me up. I picked my son up from school. He was going to St. Augustine, so they get out at 5. We had to be at practice at 5:30. So I picked him up too. So when I fed my son, I fed everybody in the truck.
Yeah.
I ain't doing nothing.
course.
Yeah.
Yo, what y'all want? McDonald's, dollar menu. Get what y'all want. The man got grown and inboxed me. And I read the inbox. I was like, I had to hold back.
Yeah.
Because the man was like, I didn't eat
Wow.
Never know.
dinner if I didn't come to practice with you.
Wow.
So that touched me. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's real,
Yeah.
man.
It was crazy. But that's where we have to touch these young people. We have
Yeah.
to give back. We can't just say, oh, they wild and they tripping. They
Right.
going through
They
trauma.
going through stuff,
Yeah.
man. Word.
They don't even know
And you
how
don't know what they going through
You
at
don't.
home.
to deal with it at
That's
all.
real.
We took a boy to Florida. We going to the Nationals and playing in Florida, and we threw all the boy clothes away.
Yeah.
He brung a garbage bag full of dirty clothes. We took him to the store and had to buy him socks, draw everything in Florida.
That's love, though.
But you don't know what these kids be going through
Yeah.
at home.
That's
I know we got. I don't want to use 10 more seconds. I know we got to go, but the job you got as a little league coach is so important because if you watch, like I be watching Deion Sanders, a lot of these big superstar football players, they always mention the little league coach. They always say little league coach was one who impressed. You know what I'm saying? So that job is so important because y'all have that impact on them. You know what I'm saying? That they never forget.
Yeah. Where can they find you, Shot?
Make fun of me on Instagram, man. DJ King Shot. Follow me. I'm everywhere, man. God is good.
If people want to get involved with you, man, where can they find you at on social media? What's your handles? and stuff?
JJ Buck Miller on Facebook.
Okay. Cool. Where you at, man?
I am Shiny2Ice10 on IG.
All right, TylerMar.com, man. That's where you can find everything, the music, everything I got going on. TylerMar.com, man. And man, just another one, man. The books.
Man,
This was a good one, man.
It
Much
was.
needed, man. I appreciate you for coming
Thanks
through,
for
bro.
coming.
Thanks for having
Anytime
me.
you want to come back, anytime you got something going on, man, this door open, man. Anytime.
Appreciate y'all.
Word.
Sure.
Fair.
Peace.
Peace. Division.